Hello everyone, welcome to the ITLS Academy. Our today's lecture will be on the topic biotechnology and its industrial application. Let's understand what is the biotechnology. Contrary to its name, biotechnology is not a single technology. Rather, it is a group of technologies that shares two common characteristics. That is the working with the living cells and their molecules and having a wide range of practice uses that can improve our lives. Biotechnology can be broadly defined as using organisms or their products for commercial purposes. As such, talking about the traditional biotechnology has been practiced since the beginning of the record history. It has been used to bake the breads, brew alcoholic beverages, and to breed food crops and domestic animals and all others application. But recent developments in molecular biology have given biotechnology a new meaning, new prominence, and we can say new potential. It is the known as modern biotechnology that has captured the attention of the public, social publics. Modern biotechnology has offered um, opportunities to produce more nutritious and better tasting foods in higher crops, plants that are naturally protected from disease and insects. Benefits can also be seen in environment where insect protected biotech crops reduce the need of for chemical pesticides use. Biotechnology is changing the way of plants and animals are grown, boosting their values to growers, processors, and consumers. The application of biotechnology includes therapeutic, diagnostic, genetically modified crops for agriculture, processed food, bioremediation, waste treatment, and energy production. Biotechnical method may be used to decrease the time necessary to detect foodborne pathogens, toxins, and chemical contaminants, as well as to increase detection sensitivity. There may be three critical research areas of biotechnology, that is the providing the best catalyst in the form of improved organism, usually a microbe or a pure enzyme. Second is the creating optimal condition through engineering of for a catalyst to act, and third one is the downstream processing technologies to purify the protein and organic compounds. Let's have a look for industrial biotechnology. It often refers to as white biotechnology, that is the collection of scientific techniques and technologies used to improve both the efficiency and environmental footprints of modern industrial production. Industrial biotechnology applies the techniques of modern molecular biology to improve the efficiency and reduce the environmental impact of industrial processes like textile, paper and pulp, chemical manufacturing, and lots more. For example, industrial biotechnology companies develop biocatalysts such as enzymes to synthesize chemicals. These enzymes are the proteins produced by all organisms using biotechnology. The desired enzyme can be manufactured in commercial quantities. Microbial technology constitute the core of industrial biotechnology. Microbial technology refers to the use of microbes to obtain a product or services of economic value, and that is called as the fermentation. Okay, what are the activities in industrial microbiology? Means how the white biotechnology related to industries. What happens? What is the work of microbiology? As we have discussed earlier, that the we can produce our choice of interest of enzyme. We can commercially in large quantity we can have a production for that microbes, that particular microbes which we want for the desired product. So for that production, what happens? What we do in industry is we have to isolate the microorganism from nature. The particular microorganism from nature is being isolated, then their screening for product formation is done. The As we know, when we grow the microorganism from natural source, that is the soil, water, air, the wild type or wanted or unwanted types of microorganism are grown. Then we have to do screening for a particular product, which we want. Then the improvement of product yield is done. Next step is the maintenance of pure culture. Once we screen out the particular microbe which are of our interest, then we have to maintain its pure culture. Once the pure culture is maintained, the mass culture using bioreactors is done, and the product formation occur by the process of fermentation. And last step is the recovery of product and services, and the final product has been recovered. Now let's talk about the application of biotechnology in industry and health. Taking the first one is the improvement in fermentation product. The This achievement can be done in different ways: by selection of improved strain, by transgene application into the microorganism, or by using cheaper raw material, by manipulation of the medium constituent, as well as by simulation of the reactors. There are many techniques in which the fermentation product can be manipulated. The products of microbial fermentation includes the primary metabolites, secondary metabolites, enzymes, proteins, capsular polysaccharides, cellular biomass, single cell protein, and various are the other products that can be produced from the fermentation process. The next application is the microbial production of synthetic fuels. Important fuels can be produced by using many microbes, which includes the ethanol, methane, hydrogen, and hydrocarbons. The Zymomonas mobilis produces the ethanol twice as rapidly as yeast from carbohydrate. This is the one of the example I'm saying. Methane, which is used in various industrial purposes, can be produced by Clostridia, bacteria rods, and various other varieties also, etc., from the waste. The third application is the microbial mining or bioleaching. The process of bioleaching recovers metals from ores which are not suitable for direct smelting because of their low content. The application of bioleaching process is of particular interest in case of uranium ore. The most commonly used, the Thiobacillus ferroxidans, is the commonest organism which is involved in case of copper and uranium ore processing. The fourth one is the microbial biomass and single cell protein production. Microbial products of commercial significance is the microbial biomass, the microbial cells themselves. That is, example, commercially produced yeast cell, bacteria, flavoring cheese from fungal biomass. Single cell proteins are the dried cells of microorganisms such as algae, certain bacteria, yeast, molds, and some higher fungi. The protein percentage for various single cell proteins are generally considered as a high. The next application is the production of enzyme and human proteins. There are bulk of the enzymes is obtained from microbial source by fermentation process. This has been discussed in the previous slide. Now, several plants enzymes are being used like pepin, uh, carica papaya, bromelain, and from phycin, from Ficus glabrata. These enzymes are used in meat tenderizing, as protein hydrosylates in beer industry, and in clinical applications too. The recombinant DNA technology can be used for the improved production of the enzyme and proteins. There are many human proteins which have long been believed or known to have therapeutic potential, and their increased production has been achieved by using recombinant DNA technology. The next application is the production of secondary metabolites from cultured plant cell. Okay, in recent years, it has been shown that a spectrum of compounds can be produced in culture, which is beyond the ability of whole plants. By using different precursors, several novel compounds of biomedical importance can be obtained. Pharmaceuticals compound like chiconin is being produced as a secondary product with the use of two-stage of bioreactor by stimulating the growth phase with the application of different growth regulators. The next one is the molecular farming for healthcare product. Transgenic plant can be used as factories for the production of specialty chemicals and pharmaceuticals like sugars, fatty acids, wax material, as well as the antibodies, edible vaccines. The progress is so far reaching that the human antibody production through plant seed have been achieved. The method involved the introduction of heavy and light chain of immunoglobulin genes into the microbial vectors. In the next step, these are introduced into the leaf cells of the two plants and cultured in vitro for regeneration of the plants. Now, the plant, one containing heavy and the other with the light chain, are then hybridized. The hybrid brings light and heavy chain together to form the complete immunoglobulin in the seeds. This hybrid plant can be utilized for large scale production of seeds containing the antibody proteins. Or some, we can say that hepatitis B surface antigen is produced in tobacco, rabies virus glycoprotein is produced in tomato, cholera toxin um, also produced in potatoes and tobaccos. Transgenic plants are being used as source of antibiotic which provides passive immunization. Some of the other examples as the oral administration of potato and tobacco transgenic tissues led to the development of immunoglobulin G and A antibodies. As such, oral administration of plant tissue for the production of antibodies in the system, in fact, a vaccination, the application of vaccine being oral. Such recombinant vaccinations may prove to be a cheaper substitute for expensive vaccination, both in terms of product and administration. The next one is the application of environmental biotechnology. Environmental biotechnology is the used in waste treatment and pollution prevention. It can more efficiently clean up many waste that conventional method and greatly reduce our dependence on methods for land-based disposals. Environmental biotechnology can also be helpful for bioremediation is an area of increasing interest. Environmental engineers use bioremediation, the broadest application of environmental biotechnology, in two basic ways. They introduced to stimulate the activity of bacteria already present in the soil at waste site or add new bacteria to the soil. These bacteria digest the waste at the site and turn it into the harmless byproduct. After the bacteria consumes the waste material, they die off or return to their normal population level in the environment. Through application of biotechnical methods, enzyme bioreactors are being developed that will pre-treat some industrial waste and food waste component and allow their removal through the sewage system rather than through solid waste disposals. Waste can also be converted to biofuels to run generators. Microbes can be induced to produce enzymes needed to convert plant and vegetable material into building blocks for biodegradable plastics. Thank you for being with us. For more information, please log on to our website www.itlsacademy.com and register your course for this.